Hello. 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 Is anybody? Is anybody there? Is anyone around? Hi. Hello. Hi. Man, it's freaking hot today. I was like, I took a nap in the middle of the day instead of having lunch because I'm an idiot. And then I woke up and I woke up in a sweat. It's so it's so hot. And I was so tired. I think I get tired from being so hot. And then I just fall asleep. My body's just like, it is too hot to exist. You should stop that. And I'm like, okay. And then and I napped through my lunch break. So that's cool. Yeah, and I'm still recovering mentally and physically from that. Hey, hello, yes, I am money. I am money. Money Stara. Call me Money Sarah for all the subs I've been getting. I'm just kidding. I type mon in chat, my brain auto go to money, my bad. Yeah, you gotta think of the most important thing in life. Your priorities. Your priorities. You got priorities, and that's fine. You should value money more than you value me. Maybe not as like a human being, like on a human being level, maybe not, but like in terms of the things that you are typing about, maybe money is more relevant to your life generally than me, than a VTuber on the internet. Anyways, how's it going? Sheesh, yeah, sheesh. Wow, I'm loopy today, I guess. I guess today's loopy day. I'm gonna hydrate, because I think I'm probably really dehydrated. Yeah, yeah, get that bag. Get that bag. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh well, work has been a lot recently. What about you? Work has been tame, right? I think work is ramping up. It's ramping up, but also super, not super busy. I think sometimes I just like, it's like parts of it are slow, and I'm waiting for stuff, and then other parts just all come at once. Like everybody responds back at the same time, and you're just like, oh shit, okay, now I have to do everything all over again. Nadio, hi, welcome. How's it going? How you doing? Yes, classic. I know. So, intern. Hi, intern. Hello. Welcome. How's it going? Yes, feel free to fish. Wait for a task to be done, then bam, 5 of them done at the same time. Yeah. Oh, whoa, shiny goldfish. It's a shiny. Let's go. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. Like, I was like, okay, I figured everything out. I'm gonna send all these messages to all these different people, and they can get back to me on their own time, but I'm done. I'm good. I can chill. And then I wait a couple days, and then today it was just like, oh, this person wants me to present the thing tomorrow. Okay, yeah, let me do that. I just need to like create some slides for that. And then, oh, this person actually needs this icon immediately. Okay, well, sure. I'll like just quickly draft up an idea and send it to them. And then like, oh, these people also have been asking questions about the thing that I need to share with a person tomorrow, but I need to share with them first before I share with everybody else, so I can't tell them yet because it's kind of a secret. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll let you know in a second. So, yeah, and then one of our interns is leaving. Not intern, but one of our one of our interns at our company is leaving tomorrow. So we're having like a hangout board games time with them, which will be cute. It'll be very cute and wholesome. But also, I'm gonna move chat over here. But also, it means, or maybe I'll move chat over here. That I need to like plan for that a little bit. I was also planning on making like chocolate covered strawberries for the team since the intern is leaving, but we'll see if I have time. We'll see if I have time. Panic. Eat Moni's an icon. You no. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. Really has so much to keep it up. Thank you. No, intern, don't leave. But yeah, we're playing board game. What the fuck, you guys play board game? Man, maybe I don't have as good. Well, yeah, we have. Yeah, we're playing board games on company time. We have like a big room booked, and I think there's like 2 or 3 hours blocked off the calendar. Like basically, after lunch, we're just gonna hang out. And yeah, I'm gonna bring all my board games that I have that can suit many people. I have some that are just like 2 players, and then some that are like 4 players, which is okay. But we have a bigger team, so I'm thinking maybe I should bring only the big games. We'll see. But also I'm worried because some of my games are like really complicated, and it's the worst thing about playing board games is like having to explain how to play the board game to other people that don't know how to play the board game. So, so I'm like, maybe I shouldn't bring the complicated ones. What games? I think like easy party crowd pleaser games. I have Sushi Go. I have Poetry for Neanderthals. I have Chameleon. I have Avalon, which I hate. By the way, I freaking hate Avalon. It's super popular, but I hate it. What's the other one that I'm thinking of with the Duke and the Baroness? What is that one called? I forgot. I'm blanking out now. But that one, it's like Deception or something. No. I'm blanking out, but there's that one. No, it's okay. Never mind. Complicated board game? Such a nerd, JK. But yeah, kind of. Like, for example, one of my favorites to play is Seven Wonders. But Seven Wonders is overwhelming for someone that doesn't know how to play board games. And there's a lot of parts to it, and it requires a lot of explanation. And it kind of takes a long time. So it's like, I don't know if I want to bring that one. We'll see. Or like, Betrayal on the house, on the Haunted Hill house. What's it called? Betrayal? I always just call it Betrayal. I don't actually remember the full name for it. But it's like kind of like D&D light with like some horror haunted house theming to it. That one's great, but also kind of sometimes requires a lot of explanation. Everyone calls it Betrayal. Yeah, I don't even know what the full name is. It's too long. There's... What else do we have? Yeah, those are the main ones that I can think of on the top of my head. So maybe I'll bring those. Escape from the Aliens in Outer Space is one I want to try. Oh, I haven't actually heard of that one. What is that one about? Aliens, I guess. Like, what kind of game? What kind of game is it? Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm so sleepy. I gotta wake up. Today. What am I doing today? Today I wanted to be productive, which is questionable. which is questionable considering it's me, but and I was kind of pretty productive this morning. I had an eye exam this morning, passed. I can see. I know, right? Pretty good. And then I mailed out some candy bracelets that I sent to some community members, and then I did work and stuff. But this time around, post nap, post lunch, I'm just like, I want to be in a coma. I want to eat, but now I can't eat. Amogus. I would like amogus with sound. Interesting. Okay. So either we do some ASMR stuff, but also I'll do some drawing. Or I'll just yap for 2 hours, which is what I normally do. And I don't know if that's very productive. Not necessarily. I feel like I have a lot of things to do, but I'm also just like, brain, no work today. Brain dead. Brain is dead. Like, I have some new merch drop planning that's in the works, and then I have VTuber Industry Awards planning, and that's also in the works. Ugh, I should probably do that one though. That was like pretty important. Hello, Twister Nipple. Hello. Nice name. How are you doing? You can never truly lay down. If I lay down, I will sleep. I'm like you know those like baby dolls, like like have you seen them, like those they're probably not even popular anymore, but back in my day there used to be commercials for these all the time, and they're like realistic baby dolls that they would market towards young girls, which is just like okay, well, child rearing is not gender specific, but sure. And like anyway, like a baby that's like its eyes are open when it's sitting up, but then when you orient it sideways, like when you lay it down, it has like movable eyelids that like close. Yeah, so that's basically me. Like I am baby. So like if I'm sat up, then I'm fine, but then once I lie down for long enough, I'm gonna fall asleep. My eyes are closed. Reborn dolls. Oh, well, they don't have to be the hyper realistic ones. The ones that I'm thinking of are just like toys for kids. The reborn reborn ones, I think, are like the silicone, like super hyper realistic babies that are like posable, and like you can do all these things and whatever. But like the ones that I'm thinking of are just like cheap kids toys. No, you're the opposite. You don't sleep. You sleep standing up? Are you like a horse? You've never heard of them? Yeah, it's okay. I just remember seeing commercials for them. I never had one myself, but I remember seeing commercials for them like back when I was a kid on like kids TV channels. If you guys aren't Canadian, then you wouldn't have it. But there used to be this kids channel called YTV, and they like half of it is just ads for toys, and the other half is like SpongeBob. Um, Actually, it's like more like 1/3 of it is SpongeBob, 1/3 of it is ads. Or no, maybe like a little bit more than that. And then the remaining stuff is like government mandated Canadian made children's television shows. Um, but it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I love that. I love the channel. But like there was so many toys ads that I would never get, because my family couldn't really afford toys. But I distinctly remember that sleeping baby. There's like a sleeping baby, and there's also a baby doll that like can piss, and I was like, what the fuck? Why? I don't really want that. And it's like neon yellow. It's like neon yellow. I think you feed it water, and then there's something in the inside that like turns it yellow. I don't know, dude, but it's gross. And I'm just like, okay. I don't want it, my toy, to be hyper realistic like that. That's kind of like it's a choice. It's a choice that some toy executive made, and if yeah, I don't know. it's it's a little horrifying, but you know, things were different back then. Like guys got all the cool toys. They got like Hot Wheels, like customizable racetracks, and they got like Nerf guns, and they got like little robots and shit. And then the girls would get like, well, I did like dolls, so I did enjoy like My Scene, and I enjoyed like Polly Pocket and stuff. But I did not want any of the baby related ones. Like I never wanted to take care of a baby when I was a baby. Are you kidding me? Beyblades? Oh yeah, Beyblades. Beyblades are super cool. You still have some? Oh, that's awesome. I don't have any anymore, but I remember inheriting one. I think I got a hand-me-down Beyblade from my cousin. It was pretty sick. It's pretty sick. But yeah, YTV is basically Nickelodeon for Canadians. Yeah. Do you remember the pissing dog? I think so. I think, yeah, there was also a pissing dog. What is up with that? Like, the toy companies, stop it. Stop that. Don't make pissing toys anymore. And Quebec Kid TV was called Vrac TV. Vrac. Yeah. Was it all in French? Is that why? I feel like Quebec has like, it always has a special version of the thing. Like the rest of Canada has a thing, and then Quebec is like, we'll have our own version of the thing. We have special exception version of the thing. Bakugan? Oh yeah, Bakugan was cool too. I wasn't as into it though. I think I like the spinning tops more than I like the shooting balls. But both are cool. I was playing with my brother, and he said I'm cheating because my hand is too close to the arena. Maybe your brother just needs to get good. I don't know. He can also put his hand closer to the arena. I don't know, man. But honestly, Beyblades is mostly, it's a weight thing, but also I heard that you launch differently depending on what type of Beyblade you have. Like certain ones are better suited for like spinning from the top or spinning from the side or whatever. I don't know. There's like some physics to it, but a lot of the time it's just like whichever one is heavier wins. So, and then he beat me. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, maybe that's just a brother thing. Maybe that's just a your brother problem. I can't help you. I'm sorry. We have the make us our own country already vibe going on. Yeah, yeah, and it almost happened, right? It almost happened. I think at one point there was a vote, and they were like really close. They're like really, really close, but then ultimately it didn't happen. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do want to separate. There's like the separatist community over there, but oh my god, Undertaker, hello. Sigh, hello. Um, but I think that perhaps like the sorry. Yeah, I'll turn the sound alerts down. They're spooky. They're spooky. Um, I don't know, like logistically if it would be very simple or easy to separate from Canada and like be your own country. It's hard being a country, I would assume. Remember lollipop shaped like a foot? Money, why are Canadians putting pickles in Pepsi? I don't know about that. I've never heard of that. I would like to know as well. And Toaster Noble, thank you so much for the follow. Let me give you a name, Trace. Ready? TWISTERNIBBL. Hello, Sai. Thank you for waking everybody up, I guess. I'm freaking everyone out. But I'm okay. I'm tired. Tired, but okay. Texas threatens to leave every few years. Yeah, but they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. It'd be really difficult to do. And then also if Texas was its own sovereign country, like, you're surrounded by the rest of America. Might cause a little bit of a hostile environment, you know what I mean? How late is it in Canada? Depends on where you are. Canada's huge. So for me, it's not very late. It's like 4:21 p.m. But if you ask the other side of Canada, it's like, what's the time difference? Like 5-6 hours. Check DMs for pickle Pepsi. What the heck? Ew. I think it's just a gimmick. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what KFC's doing. They just do some random shit, honestly. Imagine if Texas would only speak French and you got Quebec kinda. Yeah, that is just Quebec. That's true. That's true. Texas has the Gulf of Mexico still. You mean the Gulf of America? When I saw that, I was like, that's really dumb. Oh my gosh. When Google changed the name of the Gulf on their maps. 7:22 for me. It's 1:22 for me. Late. Yeah, KFC Canada has apparently launched a pickle Pepsi campaign. They have a pickle-filled menu with a chicken sandwich, a pickled chicken sandwich, fried pickles, and loaded fries. So you can fry the pickles, or you can pickle your fries, or you can pickle your soda, I guess. My coworkers in Canada, so I always know BC time, but I think it has a ton of time zones. Yes, we have many, many time zones. I can't eat KFC. I always get sick on eating there. Yeah, KFC sucks anyway. I hate KFC. I remember liking it in Japan. I like Japanese KFC. And I like Philippines KFC. It's not the best chicken, but it's like decent. But like, and they have like the gravy, the unlimited gravy dispenser thing over there. But in North America, like, of the fried chicken brands, KFC is like one of the worst ones. It's one of the worst. It's like never crunchy. It's always kind of like just like soggy, almost like limp. It's limp fried chicken. So I would not recommend it, honestly. KFC is kind of ass. Canada big but empty. Yeah, that's accurate. Most of the top part of Canada is like no one lives there. I gassed up myself. I wanted to eat something and I'm sick, never again. And then 2 years from now I try again. Yeah, that happens. Limp biscuit. Yes, limp biscuit and limp chicken. Oh, biscuits I feel like are not really a thing in Canada. We don't really have that many biscuits. I know you mean like the band, but also like the biscuit, like southern food. Even though KFC is technically southern food, I don't remember having a biscuit until like I was definitely in university. Like biscuits were not popular here. And then I think I had one when Popeyes came to our area. Or no, Churches had biscuits. Churches had biscuits. What's good, Ali? Hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How you doing? European KFC is only in big cities. That's good, honestly, because KFC is bad. So you should limit the amount of KFCs you have per capita. So I don't want to try this. You just eat some KFC. What's this live stream about? This live stream is just, well, it's mostly just about me chatting. I typically do ASMR, a lot of yappy ASMR, and that's it. That's it, really. 18 plus, though. I don't know. I forgot if YouTube actually allows me to like add rules onto the chat. But typically my YouTube chat is not as active as my Twitch chat. So I never had to worry about it until now. But I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Oh no, not Popeye's biscuit as your first. Is Popeye's biscuits bad? What's a good biscuit? If I ever go back to America. Oh, actually, I am going to America. Just kidding. I'm going to Las Vegas sometime soon. So if anyone has recommendations for what to eat. Even though KFC has opened many stores in the past, my opinion, like it grew in Europe. I ate at Chuck E. Cheese once. Oh, Chuck E. Cheese is fine. I don't know, it's not very good. It's for kids. I feel like they're not necessarily known for their food. People have actually died eating Popeye's biscuits with no drink. That's true. They're very dry. They're so dry. They're so dry. But I guess if you dip it in gravy, it's not too bad. Weirdly enough, I do like biscuits. I think that, like, they appeal to me as a bread item. But yeah, I can only have like one before my mouth feels like a desert. Before it's coated in like grains of sand. I think only Chuck E. Cheese store in my country. I don't even know if I definitely have not been to a Canadian Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if we have any left. Well, I thought it was like a study sesh live stream for some reason. I mean, kind of. That's the plan. It's like I like to do like co-working sessions sometimes, and I do have stuff that I need to do. The thing is, I just kind of get lost in the yap typically, and then I don't do any work. So we'll see. Anyways, I was planning on either working on some art commissions and art trades that I have going on, or doing some graphic design stuff that I have going on. I haven't really decided which one I want to do, but I need to do both. Jello. Hi, Jello. How's it going? How's it going? Why? Oh no, I'm sleepy. Oh no, I'm sleepy. Okay, I need to do something. I feel like I think maybe I should do some design stuff. It's like slightly more urgent. It's EP time for me, very late. Oh, it's so late. Well, that's good. You should get some EP. You should get some EP. Your character kind of looks like one of those Genshin characters. Oh yeah, I mean, it's I wouldn't say it's like directly inspired by Genshin specifically. I did like Genshin. I played Genshin quite a bit, but I am also partially Chinese, so and Genshin is from China, so a lot of their designs have like Chinese historical dress elements to them. So that's part of it, but then also part of it's just like I like nature stuff. So I want it to be a planty themed, but also water stuff. So I have like kind of a water dress going on with like a Chinese style collar and Chinese style like I forget what these are called, but like the necklace thing that I have, and then the like marking on my forehead is also a reference to like ancient Chinese makeup. And my eyeshadow also, which you can barely see, but eyeliner. Yeah, so bits and pieces of both, like Chinese stuff and like fantasy stuff. Yeah, ASMR, yeah. Hi SCP, how are you doing? Oops. How's it hanging? Okay, yeah, I will do some design stuff, I think. It's a little bit more pressing. I think the necklace is called a pendant. Yeah, pendant. Pendant sounds good. I like the sound of that. Oops. Big stretch. I used to play Genshin 2001 to 2. It was much more fun back then to be it. Yeah, I think so too. It was fun because it was new and like I also because of pandemic stuff, I think a lot of people yearned to explore and like be in nature, and that was like pretty close to like a virtual version of like hanging out with your friends outside. So yeah, I had a lot of fun when it first launched, and I played with a lot of my friends, and then eventually we just mostly kind of got over it. I haven't played in a long time. But that's typical with most things. I get bored of games pretty quickly. But I lasted a pretty long time. I played for a couple years. Pretty well. I went back to college, third day, third year. Nice, nice. I hope you have an amazing year at college. Good old times. What's your rank? I don't know. Have they changed the max rank? I hit max, I remember, for the time, but I don't know if they've changed the game since. Yeah, like I had max AR, and then maybe that's why I got bored. I had a lot of decent characters though. My Ganyu was built pretty well. I was pretty proud of her. Okay, I see we have a request for Crinkly Bag. So I'm going to do Crinkly Bag ASMR request. FYI, if you're like scared of ASMR. Maybe this might be a louder, not louder, but like more overwhelming, encompassing trigger. I don't know. We'll see. You can have a listen and then decide for yourselves. But I'm gonna take this cover off. And then I'm just going to put a plastic bag over your head. Don't be alarmed. It's perfectly safe. Mostly. Bag time. I hope you enjoyed bag time. Let's see. Yeah, I have some design work I need to do. I have a couple of things. There's You're My Oshi stuff, and then there's also merch. I'm not gonna do that one right now. There's also VIA stuff. EP, so EP. So very EP. Oh shoot, top reading's still only 1 point. I actually need to fix that, but I'll allow it. That was from last stream. I was doing like free tar readings. But I don't know if I have the brain power to do that today, so. Get good, nerd. What? Who are you calling nerd? Who are you calling a nerd? You're a nerd, actually. I have made the realization. I thought that I was nerdy. I have made the realization that I don't think I am. Like I'm like I'm like nerd adjacent, but I don't know if I count as a full nerd anymore. Now that I've met certain people that are like, oh no, this is a nerd. Maybe I'm just quirky. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't need to be a full blown nerd. But anyways, I have tarot reading. Is there anything specifically, any questions, any topics that you'd like me to cover, or is it generally just like asking what the vibe is? Okay. I'm just gonna shuffle the cards a little bit. And I'm going to cut the deck a bunch of times, and then at any point in time, you can say stop in the chat, and then I will stop and pick out 3 cards for you. Okay. So, I have 3 cards. Your first card is the Knight of Coins. Your second card is the Page of Cups reversed. And your third card is the 7 of Coins. Ooh, I don't think I pulled this one on stream before. So let me see. My little book. You get 2 coins and a cup. The Knight of Coins, the 7 of Coins, and Page of Cups. Okay, here we go. So, your first card is Knight of Coins. This is represented by a name which I'm gonna mispronounce probably. Hatsi Aviv from South Africa, which is a Khoi Khoi deity. The Knight of Coins is a diligent warrior who's willing to put in the work to set the world right. Hatsi Aviv can be stubborn as an ox, getting into trouble for his efforts. He is strong, loyal, and determined in all things he sets his mind to. Upright, this card represents ambition, hard work, persistence, and being efficient. Your second card is the Page of Cups. This is represented by Bakunawa and the 7 Moons, which is a Filipino myth. The Page of Cups is connected to his emotions and expresses himself wholly with youthful purity. In this card, one of the 7 young moon siblings plays with Tuer Shen, the Chinese god of the same-sex relationships, who ties the red thread of fate that connects lovers. Reversed, this card represents bad news, jealousy, obsession, childhood problems, and immaturity. And lastly, your final card is the 7 of Coins. I'm also going to mispronounce this. This is represented by Nanahuatzin, which is a Aztec myth from Mexico. The 7 of Coins represents the desire for a good harvest, though it might require sacrifice. Nana Watson must determine when it is right to be patient and when it is better to scrap everything and start fresh. Upright, this card represents reward, perseverance, decisions, investment, and fruition. Okay, so to me, it seems like in your past, you had a lot of ambition. You had a lot of ideas for what you wanted to do, and you were very persistent and hardworking and disciplined in the pursuit of those goals. And you're also a very efficient person. You like to find the ways to best do something. You're a min-maxer of sorts when it comes to the things in your life. But it also seems like in your present, there's some bad news coming your way. I don't know what that bad news is. I don't know what it's about. But there's something that isn't ideal that's going to happen. That's going to come in the form of perhaps someone who's immature. They could be childish or obsessive or jealous. But there's the sense of like either becoming someone that's immature or dealing with someone that's really immature. And considering you're going to be receiving bad news, it's probably dealing with someone that's immature. And that's going to cause a lot of problems in your immediate future. And it's going to kind of put a wrench in your plans. But also it seems like things are going to turn out okay, because your future card represents reward and perseverance, decisions, investment, and fruition. So it seems like you're going to have to deal with a bunch of bullshit in the short term. But in the long term, you're going to be just fine. Fun bit, I'm finally connecting with my half-sister. My dad is connecting with her too, so childhood issues. Oh, I didn't know you had a half-sister. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I hope it goes well with the connecting and the childhood issues. Yeah, it sounds like maybe there's some stuff there, but hopefully nothing too bad. You will get a reward in the end, so maybe the reward is like that new human connection. Yeah. I have two. This one I've never met. I see. Fun. Bonus siblings. I just have my one sibling, but she's great. I love her. Do I have any pets? Not at the moment, no. Unfortunately, my dog passed away last year. His name was Oreo, but we always called him Buns. And he used to make his presence known on the stream because he was very old, and so he like had this like old man hacking cough kind of noise that he used to make. And we have a couple of emotes in honor of him as well. But yeah, unfortunately his health issues were really bad, and so we had to let him go last year. Almost like his anniversary is almost coming up. His birthday was on September 1st. And his death anniversary is in October. So, fall time. There is an ASMR video for him too. Yes, that's also true. So you can see a little drawing of him if you go into my YouTube channel. Akira, hi, how are you doing today? She's 2 months older. Okay, older sis. Okay, Onee-san, for real? I would like to own a guinea pig one day, but I don't think I have enough time to care about it. I mean, I don't think guinea pigs are like super high maintenance. My in-laws, I've never called them in-laws, but like bartender's parents have guinea pig. They used to have two, but one of them died. So they have guinea pig. It's really cute. But I think you just like need to give it like a big enough running around area and then feed it like pellets every day. It doesn't even really eat every day, or you can like give them lettuce and stuff. They're very low maintenance. You don't need to walk them. You don't need to pet them. They don't like it. They're not particularly affectionate. They just eat. You just need to feed them and clean their poop. Okay, just trying to take it easy for myself. How are you? I'm okay. I'm also just trying to take it easy right now. I'm like feeling very, very slow. Hi, hello. And one's 2 months older, other's 3 years older. Oh, so you are baby. Oh my gosh. The youngest, but you never got the youngest treatment. Oh, unshrimp, thank you. I unshrimp and I water. Literally your in-laws. Yeah, I know they're my in-laws. I've never called them my in-laws before. I usually just say bartender's parents. I saw it because your avatar reminds me somehow of a guinea pig. Wait, really? Do I look like a guinea pig to you guys? Maybe it's my coloration. Maybe my coloration looks like a guinea pig. I can see it. Oh, you're late a little bit, but that's okay. You're still here. You still made it, and so I'm happy that you made it. I think guinea pigs need company. I had 5 when I was a kid. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I think they are social. Like they need other guinea pigs. They don't need you, but they need other guinea pigs. They might fight. It might also be like certain genders will fight each other. Like the females will fight or the males will fight or something. But clearly a frog. A frog? I'm not a frog. Well, I'm not a frog, but I'm not a guinea pig more than I'm not a frog. Disagree. I disagree with you disagreeing. But yeah, we were just talking about guinea pigs, and then I was talking about how your family has guinea pig, and I fed it lettuce, and it was very cute. They're like big fuzzy balls, big old fuzzy balls. They're so cute, but I've never touched them before. They don't like being touched. Never really thought about guinea pigs. Yeah, they're just like big old. They're like big hamsters. I guess, like big hamsters. But I feel like hamsters are a little bit more common because they are easier? Question mark. And they live shorter though. They call them giant tailless rat. Or a regular New York-sized rat. They're a delicacy in Peru. I don't know if I want to eat a guinea pig. I don't know. I'm sure they're fine. Like I've eaten weird animals before, but like I don't love it when you can tell like, oh, this is very clearly just like a barbecued guinea pig. You know what I mean? Yeah, hamsters will poop everywhere. Same with birds. I had a budgie when I was growing up, and that bird pooped everywhere. All the time pooping. The fact you said regular made me shiver. Regular?
regular. Yeah, they're big. They're big in New York. They're like the size of cats. Easier keeping those motherfuckers alive is like being in a final destination. That's true. They will die. They will die at like the mention of a predator. Like I feel so bad. I was like um I was like not dog babysitting. I was hamster sitting for my cousin. Um and funnily enough, I think her hamster was also called Oreo, which is the name of our dog. But yeah, I was hamster sitting for my cousin when I was a kid. And then she was going on vacation and we were all really young. We were kids. And then I was like, okay, cool, yay, hamster, it's so cute. And then we were having a family party, and I think I just left it alone for a little bit. Like, I didn't do anything in particular. I think I might have brought it to my cousin's house because my cousin was like one of our like almost next door neighbors. Um, and then I wanted to show all my other cousins the hamster, so I like opened the cage, and then the hamster was like dead. It was I had left it like on the windowsill, and I don't know if it was like too hot or maybe like moving it around too much like gave it a heart attack, but whatever it was, it I didn't even really do anything, but like it was dead. Like it had like flopped over, and it was like bug posing. Like its feet were up in the air, and I was like, and it was like hard. I remember it being like rigor mortis hard, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm a bad person. I felt so terrible. I felt so bad. And then my parents were like, what if we just bought another one that looks the same? So then she won't be sad. I think they did end up buying her a new hamster, but she could tell that it was different. She wasn't stupid. So I was like, sorry. Chain restaurant here serves fried gator tail appetizers. Oh, gators? I would try eating a gator once, maybe, but I don't know. I'm not like I wouldn't say that I'm excited to eat gators, but I would try. They're so cute though. I think gators are cute, and people will disagree, but that's okay. Regular. A wegwa. Must have been tough. Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad. But, you know, she got over it. Eventually. But needless to say, she didn't let me babysit or hamster sit anymore after that point. Which, fair. I had my sound alerts volume way up earlier, and then I think I scared a bunch of people because someone redeemed the Undertaker sound. Oops. Fork. Yum 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 yum. Don't eat the forks. Don't eat the forks. They don't even taste good. They don't even taste good. I said it. I said it. Forks taste bad. I would know, yeah. I would know. Don't ask me how I know that. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. I just know, okay? Snails are pretty yum. Have I tried snails? I feel like I have. They're all right as well. They're not my favorite. I do like oysters though, and I guess oysters are kind of just like snails of the sea, except for sea snails, which are actually snails of the sea. Hmm. Okay, bye. We've had 4. Yeah. She ate my leg and didn't even like it. Sorry. Your legs weren't meaty enough. There wasn't enough going on. It left me wanting more meat. Not juicy enough. Okay, bye. Bonk. Ow. What? I'm just being honest. That wasn't even sus. Oh. I lived in a family friend rest in Japan. I think I mentioned, but once they took me to the beach and gave me a bucket and told me to pick snails. He ended up cooking them that night, so the kind of French-made snail was good. Okay, yeah, I see it. I see it. If anyone knows how to make snails, it's the French people. When is Cal's birthday? Anyways, yes. Oh man, I am so tired. What the heck? I don't know what's gotten into me today. Yellow. Welcome. How are you doing today? Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this one last thing.
Welcome, welcome. It's nice to have you here. How are you doing today? And Jackson, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the onsen. Let me give you a name trace. Ready? Jackson0487. Stream has been good. I've just been like really tired. One, I started super late because I took a nap. I took a nap during lunch and then I had to catch up on work and then I had stream and I'm just like, why did I do this to myself? So I'm like eepy. I'm giving real eepy vibes, but I'm also weirdly hyper at the same time. I don't know how to describe. It's like maybe I'm just delirious at this point. But otherwise I'm okay. I'm good. Pain. It's okay. I'm pushing through. Are you still dog sitting Theo? Oh, unfortunately not. I have returned Theo to his rightful owner, my sister. So he's back at home now. And I need to vacuum my whole house. I need to do so much vacuuming. I love Theo. He's a really sweet baby. But also, he sheds. He sheds like crazy. Like, you just give him one pet and then like a mountain of hair comes out, even though you brush him all the time. So it's yeah, my house is covered in Theo hair at the moment. Wait, what the heck? Yeah, EP Stara. I'm so EP. What kind of dog is he? Theo is what is he again? He's a border collie red heeler mix. So he's like a farm dog. I'm pretty sure she bought him off of like a farmer, like legitimately, as a puppy. And he likes to, he's low key, I think he has ADHD, like relatable. He gets bored of toys really easily, or like he really likes to play ball, like he likes to fetch, but only for like 10 minutes and then he gets bored. And he's always just like running, or like he'll sleep for a little bit and then he'll be like, I really want to play, and then you'll be like, oh no, I have to do this thing, Theo, and he's like he'll just stare at you until you do what he wants. But then he'll only do it for like a couple minutes, so it's like, what the hell, man? He's so funny. He's so silly. He's the silliest boy, but he's very good. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. Yeah, it's EP Sarah hours today.
hold on. It's just my friend's womb eviction anniversary, aka birthday. It's her birthday. I'm just saying happy birthday. Time zones are weird because it's like it's their birthday today for them, but it's their birthday tomorrow for me. Anyways, there we go. Oh my goodness. I keep seeing like a news about Taylor Swift's engagement on Twitter. I'm getting distracted. But like, I don't know if you guys care, but Taylor Swift is now engaged to Travis Kelce, who's a football player. And like, my discourse that I'm getting is not even about their engagement. It's about people that are upset. They're like genuinely distraught that it is confirmed that Taylor Swift is not a lesbian. And I'm like, what? Y'all are crazy. Generally, I think assuming someone's sexuality is a crazy thing to do, but like that one in particular is just like, wait, they've been dating for 2 years. You thought she was gay the whole time? And City, yeah, I heard Travis. Yeah, Travis Kelce's pregnant. Is he pregnant? That makes sense. I'd believe that sooner. I'm like recording some vocals for a song for Jemmy's birthday. So many birthdays. I feel like fall is like a big birthday time. I don't know if you guys also feel the same way, but fall is a big birthday time. Anyway, I'm working on recording a cover of stuff for birthday stuff, and I'm just like, oh, can I do that today, or is my voice too dead? Hmm. I think my voice might be deceased. Might be deceased after this. I still haven't finished the birthday art, so I feel you there. Yep. Oh shoot, that just reminded me I needed to do birthday art for somebody. Somebody's birthday tomorrow. Can people be born in more spread out intervals, please? Like, stop being born all at the same time. There's not enough time. There was not enough time. I need people to start spacing their birthdays out. Because, like, I have, like, me and bartender and my dad before also all had birthdays in March. So March was a super busy month for us. And then in October, like, my sister's birthday is in October, my aunt's birthday is in October, 2 other cousins have a birthday in October. And then I have, like, 3 friends whose birthdays are all in October. And I'm just like, y'all, you need to start spreading out your birthdays. How come no one is born in December, huh? Where are the people that are born in June? I know very little people that have birthdays in the summertime for some reason. Which is annoying because that's when the people are the most free. So, I don't know what's up with that. I guess just like if you think about 9 month cycles, or like whatever happened 9 months ago. Like, Valentine's Day is in February, which means that people, get busy on Valentine's Day, if you know what I mean. And then the baby comes out in October, like 9 months after, which makes sense. So that means that people born in March, February, January, December, November, October, September, August, July? Is there something that happens in July? I don't know. Maybe my theory is bunk. Lots of Libras. So many Libras. For a sign that's about balance, there's an imbalance. Just too many Libras. Oh my god, all my friends' birthdays are in like March to July. Oh no. Yeah, like why? Do you guys do like joint birthday parties? Like with all of your friends? Like, oh, our birthdays are close enough. We'll just celebrate at the same time. Because I did that this year for my birthday. I had a joint birthday with my friend whose birthday is like 2 weeks after mine. And it worked out, I think. Because like then we could split the planning work and stuff. Because I hate planning. I'm so bad at planning events or birthdays or whatever. What did we do? We went to, what did we do? We went to a nice little restaurant and we had food. And we opened our gifts and stuff. That was very cute. I got like super cute things. I got like these froggy boots. I like frogs for context. So I got these little froggy like rubber boots. And then I also got like a beautifully hand embroidered like what are they called? Like stitch work of a frog from my friend. It was very crafty, very artsy. And the card was like a Shadow the Hedgehog. Because I think I had mentioned how I like cried watching the new Sonic movie for whatever reason. So yeah, my card was just a big picture of Shadow with like a photoshopped birthday hat on. And then afterwards we went to like a bar. It was like a gaming bar, I guess. Like, so it's a bar, and then there's like a tiny dance floor, but it's mostly about games. So they have like arcade games, they have pinball machines, they have like, what else? Like photo booths and stuff. It's very cute. It's very cute. Yeah. But yeah, normally I don't plan very big things for my birthday because it's like, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy, and the older I get, the more I'm like, birthdays, schmirthdays, you know? But I love celebrating other people's birthdays. Like, I don't really care about my own, but I care about other people's a lot. Uh, I think maybe the part I don't like is like the planning part because it's so stressful. But the going part is great. Yeah. What do you guys think is like the most fun you've had at a birthday party? Like what kind of things do you typically go do on birthdays? Like I feel like my friends like to go to like arcades or like fun parks. Typically they like doing that, or like just getting food is pretty decent. Go karting sometimes. Stripper whipping my friend. Oh, okay. That went in a different direction. That's a different. That's different. Hmm. Oh, putt. Yeah, that's. Wow, the duality of man. It's crazy. On one side of the spectrum, getting whipped by a stripper, and on the other side, oh, a little putt game. Putt time. Going home, yeah, going home. Cozy home hours. Honestly, as I get old, I do not want to celebrate at all, but usually small, intimate gatherings are my fave. Yes, I do love a small, intimate gathering. My friend group is kind of big, though. It keeps getting bigger. We need to stop making friends. But, like, we have that, and then my two most, like, theatrical friends, I guess, they have birthdays in the fall, so their birthdays are coming up, like, end of October, beginning of November. And they always have like a house party, but it's like a themed house party. So last year, because it's like kind of like Halloween time, so that's why we always get dressed up for their birthdays. So last year they did a celebrity dress up themed birthday party. And then I dressed up as Kesha. Bartender dressed up as Pitbull, like he bought like a bald cap and everything. And then the birthday celebrants were dressed as, I think, Post Malone. Yeah, Post Malone, and oh no, might have been Lana Del Rey, I think is the other one. And then I had a friend that was dressed up as Charlie and literally looked exactly like Charlie XCX. It was kind of insane. And then who else? What else did people dress up as? Those are the ones that I remember the most. But yeah, it was fun. That was a fun birthday. I'm too introverted for parties. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Parties are not for everybody, but I do like them, despite being an introvert. I realize that I am an introvert, but I'm like a social introvert. I think I was a bit antisocial growing up, to be honest. But now that I realize how to be social, I like it quite a bit. I like being around people. I just don't need to do things necessarily. I don't need to interact with people. I just like being around them sometimes. Or like, yeah, like I have a lot of fun with my friends while I'm there, but that doesn't mean that I don't get tired afterwards and have to leave eventually, kind of thing. 'Cause some people, they can just party forever. And I'm like, no, I'm going to party for a certain amount of time, and I'm going to have a great time, and then I'm going to go home. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're on the same page. We're similar. Wait, oh, I missed something. When I was in Germany, if you went to a club with a belt on, the entertainers would take it off and beat you. Oh. Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind the next time I'm in Germany. Best birthday was just playing D&D with friends. Aw, that's so cute. That's fun. D&D is always a good time. went to go to one this weekend for my grandpa's brother's birthday, so I gotta prepare myself for that. Oh, yes. Just hang out, you know, this vibe. Keep it low key if you don't want to talk to people or socialize. You'll survive. It's okay. And hopefully you'll have tasty food. I'm getting your favorite cake. Happy. Wait, what is your favorite kind of cake? What's your favorite kind of birthday cake? Like dream birthday cake. What's the best one? I prefer a quiet bar over a club. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I like a club. I like to dance. I like dancing. I don't want to talk. I just want to dance. If he's the one cooking, most definitely. Then I can cook a burger and it just melts the flavor. Oh. I love good food. I love a good burger. That sounds delicious. Unpopular opinion, ice cream cake. Actually, yeah. I love ice cream cake. I think I was notorious as a kid for like not liking regular cake. Like I wouldn't eat it if it was a regular cake, unless it was like an Asian style cake. Otherwise, I would only eat ice cream cake. But I would mostly just eat the crumbly part, and then give the rest of it like to my parents. Like I like the crumbly chocolatey layer, and I like the vanilla ice cream, but I didn't like the icing, and I didn't like the chocolate ice cream. Like it was so annoyingly picky as a kid. So I would like eat the parts that I wanted, and then I would give my dad the rest, and he'd be like, "What the hell?" It's just melted ice cream. Wait, so I hate cake, but I would tolerate Korean/Asian baker cakes. Yes, okay. Because I think like Asian bakeries, they manage to make cake so light, and they also don't make it overly sweet, which I appreciate. But for Western cakes, for whatever reason, they always felt like super sweet, super artificial. At least like the grocery store ones, or they'd be like too dense. Always scratchies. But your overseas American bread cake cannot even compare to German ones. That's true. I'm sure that like European cakes are delicious. I have had some European desserts in Italy and London. Like in Venice I had some, and then in London I had some. But I haven't been to Germany yet, so I can't say what German cakes are like. And I haven't been to France, weirdly enough, so I can't say about theirs as well, but I'm sure they're delicious. But yeah, I don't like North American baked goods a lot of the time. I think they're pretty gnarly. They're like Not even close. Not even close. Italy and French know how to bread. English do not. Oh. Ooh. I wonder why. I wonder why they hadn't figured it out, you know? They're all so close together. No one wanted to share their bread making knowledge. Germany has some really good bread too. Tasty bread. Yeah, I feel like Germans are quite serious about their bread as well. Is bread like your guys' main starch? Because like I'm Asian, so I don't actually eat that much bread. I mostly eat rice. But I'm curious to just know what other people typically have. Yeah, I'm also curious about German bread. Vacation London was like, what do they do to the poor flour? Oh no. Yeah, I remember not particularly liking the food in London. I was like, oh, I want to go home. I mean, London is cool. It's beautiful, and there's a lot of like historical stuff to do, and like they have a lot of things going on. Generally speaking, it's a very bustling city, but also their food is kind of bad, like actively bad. I only follow non-tops. What the fuck? Wait, so a non-top is a bottom. What are the other options? A switch? Are those the only two? Or are there other ones I don't know about? Which one am I? Which one am I? Regardless, since you followed, you do get a name trace. So let me give you one right now. Ready? I do want to try their chocolate orange. Ooh, chocolate orange. I love chocolate oranges. I think chocolate and orange flavors go really well together. I like those a lot. And in Germany, bread is an everyday thing and toast does not count. Wait. Oh, wait, what do you mean toast doesn't count? So if you toast it, it's not bread anymore? Do you not toast your bread? Because for me, I feel like bread is only good if it's toasted. Maybe that's a controversial opinion. Maybe that's a hot take for the bread eaters. Oh, teriyaki oranges are fantastic. Yeah, I love those. Toast bread is different from bread. Yes, I know. Okay, yeah, I know. Well, actually, I don't know if I know. Explain. Do you mean like the variety of the bread is different? Like a white bread versus a toasted white bread? Or do you mean like a sourdough is a bread that can only be toasted versus a white bread is a bread that don't toast it, you just eat it? Look up black bread. Yeah, I've definitely never had black bread before. Oh wow, it's like legitimately black. Well, some of these are black, some of these are brown. So are these ones breads that you don't toast? Not toast. I see. And you buy the whole loaf and then slice it yourself? I would try it. I would try it. Head pats, please. Of course, head pats. I have some typing first, and then I can do head pats. Toast bread is the typical loaf you get slices from. It's kind of too soft before toasting, and while it's passable in a pinch, in a sandwich, it's kind of sad. Oh, okay, I see. So it needs a little bit of, needs a little bit of body to it. Needs some thickness and some structure for it to be like good for a sandwich. Homemade bread from my grandma is better than any other bread. What kind of bread does your grandma make? And can I have some? I like toast. I mean, I thought I liked toast, but maybe toast is like the inferior form of bread. I'm learning. I live alone, so I never buy a whole loaf. But you can halves and quarters. You can buy halves and quarters. I don't know if they sell halves and quarters of loaves here. I feel like they only sell a whole loaf. Damn. But then again, I'm not like a huge bread buyer, so maybe I'm not a good reference for North American bread buying habits. Like cheese with toast, grilled cheese. I do love a grilled cheese. I do love grilled cheese. I will say, it's a guilty pleasure. Proper bread has nice crust too, something with texture. Oh, so for those of you that are bread enjoyers, if when you see people cut the crust, if people cut the crust off of bread, is that sacrilegious? Or uncrustable sacrilegious? There are some sandwiches go super hard into how fluffy they can be and how the crust is even shaved off as well. Oh wait, so yeah, it's like, is the crust good or is the crust bad? You can also put a loaf in the freezer. I do that. I put loaves in the freezer because I can never finish them fast enough. ASDM? ASDM? Hello. Let me give you a name trace. Ready? ASD_AMM13. Welcome to the onsen. I hope you have a lovely stay. Girl, shipping food is hella expensive. It would be cheaper if I ship you my grandma. Bet, grandma. She can stay in my house. She can sleep on my bed. I'll sleep on the floor. Disgusting. A crime? Cutting off crust is a crime? Wow. You would have smacked me if I was a little kid then, because I hated eating the bread crust when I was younger. I would always leave it out. I think it's why I didn't like sandwiches, actually. I was never a sandwich kid. I hated sandwiches. Don't cut a butterfly her wings. Don't cut a good bread its crust. Depends on you, I guess. It's not a coincidence that people who make sandwiches, especially in Japan, tend to remove the crust. That's true. They do remove the crust also. It depends on the bread. Perhaps. What type of bread? White bread, wheat bread, potato bread, artisan bread. I typically, what do I eat? I typically eat like sourdough bread because I make avocado toast. Or I buy this like protein bread from like this protein like whole grain bread from Costco. So I don't know what bread that, I guess it's not any of those. Like cutting pizza crust, you not cut that, it's wasting food. It is wasting food, but I also didn't used to eat my pizza crusts as a kid. I eat them now, but I didn't used to eat them before. People who cut the crust off sandwiches are generally also to eat toast bread as bread, and thus are committing several crimes. So, I'm committing several crimes. I lived off sandwiches. I see. I see. With good breads, the crust is the best part. I'm learning. I ate bread without crust as a kid, so I probably will still do it to this very day. Yeah. I think that's maybe because our bread is bad. Like, North American bread is just bad. That's why we all had to cut the crusts off. Rye bread, pumpernickel bread. That's the kind of bread. Carl. Is that Onee, one of the VAs from You're My... Is that Carl, the writer producer of the theme song for You're My Oshi? I'm not famous. Who even... I don't even know who I am, dude. Let alone other people. I think a sweet type of bread of fruits and cream has crust. That crust has got to go. Yeah, sweet dessert. If you're using bread as dessert... There are a lot of chemicals in supermarket bread. Yeah, I don't really eat supermarket bread as much now. Well, I don't eat bread generally, but like supermarket bread, definitely not. If I do have actual bread, it's because my mom gave it to me. Like she bought like an actual loaf from an actual bakery and was like, "Here, feed yourself. Please survive. Thank you, child." And I'm like, "Thanks, Mom." I'm good. I'm tired. Actually, you know what? I hate how I do that. I feel like I need to stop doing that because my default is always to say I'm good and then I say the actual thing that I mean. I don't know if that's like a North American thing to do, but like it's just like, or a Canadian thing where you're just like, yeah, I'm good, but I had a terrible day today, and then you're just like, what the fuck? Like it's almost just like an automatic response. I am tired. I ended up taking a nap in the middle of the day, and I think that threw me off. So now my body's just like, what is happening? But are you good, Money? Who do we need to silence? I'm good. Generally. Existentially, still here. I feel like in European countries you have dedicated bakeries on every street. Yeah, you guys have way better bakeries. North America, our bakeries are shit. I only generally trust like the super artsy artisan bakeries where the loaves cost like your arm and your leg, or the Asian bakeries. I like Asian bakeries. Typically I like Japanese style bread because it's like soft and fluffy and tasty. Me, one of my monsters, my monster Alvo eats an entire loaf of bread instead of lunch. He was fertilized. Yum, 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 yum. But yeah, I'm not a bread person as much as a rice person. I'll always be team rice. Like if gun to my head, I had to choose one starch product to eat for the rest of my life, it would probably be rice. Like I would give up bread. I would give up potatoes. You just made my mom laugh. She's Aw. I'm glad that your mom thinks I'm funny. Oh, Japanese shokupan. Yeah, so good. So good. I want some right now. But I'm also too lazy to go to the grocery store. Struggles. Actually, do I need to go to the store today? Maybe. Maybe if I realize that I need to buy something else, I will also treat myself to some nice bread after all this bread talk. Japan just likes their food fluffy. Eggs, bread, cake, pancakes, and I can see it. Yeah, they do like fluffy stuff. That's true. They just like air in their food. I wonder if it makes you feel more full. Or less full? Actually, I don't know. Like, does it take up more space? Or does, like, mentally, does it make you feel like you're eating more food? Give bread crust. Do you like eating bread crust? I will give you my bread crust. I'm always like this. I don't eat that much. So whenever I go eat out with my friends, I like can never finish my food. But thankfully, I have 2 friends that are very reliable that will eat anything. So I'm just like, I eat whatever I need to eat, and I'm like, do you guys want this? And they're like, hell yeah. and that's how I figured out. One of my friends, like, literally, because she wasn't able to work while we were in university, and she never told me this until way later. But she was like, yeah, I would always eat with you so that I would have something to eat because I never had enough money to buy food. And then I was like, girl, what the fuck? Just tell me. I would have buy you food. I didn't know you were freaking starving. And she was like, yeah, sometimes I would just go to the grocery store and like buy blueberries and just eat that as my only meal. And then I was just like, what the fuck? Anyway. So now I order extra and then I just give it to her, even though she has a job now, so she can afford to eat. But anyways, yeah, food things. We'll get along. I'm a dedicated group trash can. Well, yeah, you need a lot of calories. You need a lot of calories for all those gains, you know. Yep. It makes sense. I wish I could eat more because I love food. Like, I love food. I love to eat. I love tasty food, and I love trying different kinds of foods. But like, I do not have the capacity to eat a lot, so I had to be like extra selective about the food that I eat now. Cause like, I kind of have high standards now, I guess. Like, once I feel bad though. I feel bad about it, but I have pretty high standards when it comes to certain kinds of foods, and one of those kinds of foods is Japanese food. And I was visiting the Philippines in February, and I was with my cousin, and she was showing me around, and I thought I could trust her taste because like she lives in a really nice area, and like there's a lot of bougie restaurants there, and I was like, okay, she'll probably take me somewhere good, right? And so she was like, oh, let's go to my favorite like Japanese restaurant, like my favorite ramen restaurant. And I was like, okay, sure, I love ramen. I don't trust her anymore. It was really bad. I've had ramen in Japan, and I've had ramen here that's like not is like decently close to the ramen in Japan, because there's like a decent amount of Japanese people that live in my area. And so I was just watching them make it, and I was like, okay, it seems normal. And then I tasted it, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, it was like the saltiest, thickest pork broth I've ever had in my entire life. It was like gravy. Like, it was like so thick and like heavy. I thought I was gonna die. Which, I can't believe the Japanese food there is bad, because you guys are so much closer to Japan than everyone else, or than I am. So I'm just like, what the hell? Yeah, so it was tough. And then she was looking at me, and she was just like, it's good, right? And I was like, oh, girl. Girl, no. I didn't say that. I was just like, yeah, it's good. And then I did my best. I ate like the pork, like the chashu. I ate the chashu pork. That was good. I think Filipino people are really good at making meat. They're very good at cooking meat. Like lechon, so good. Or like any like stew type food. Or like sisig is my favorite food of all time. But like when it comes to like subtle subtle, delicate, flavored foods. Mm-mm. Maybe not. Maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. Yeah, I think I passed out after. Like, my body, like, went into shock after eating that ramen. I was so dead. And only one other food has made me feel that way, and it was, like, these chicken wings from, like, this Vietnamese restaurant, and they were recommended by a friend, like, bartender's friend, and I was like, okay, sure. And then we tried it, and it was just, like, they were really rich and buttery to the point where both of us felt like the flavor was good, but it was so rich that we felt like we were literally falling asleep as we were eating them. Like like the butter was going into our arteries, and like we were like legitimately dying. Like I couldn't move afterwards. I was paralyzed, I think. Sweet or salty or both, and nothing in between is the motto here. That's so true. That's so true. Like desserts are super sweet, and then the other savory foods are quite salty. I love Filipino food. I love it so much. But if I had to like pick a cuisine to eat, like one cuisine to eat for the rest of my life, I'm not gonna pick Filipino food. I think I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if my body could handle it. I might pick Chinese food. I feel like Chinese food or Japanese food is a safe choice, or Korean food also. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you had to pick one cuisine to eat for the rest of your life, what is it? Bartender girl, bartenders used to the bad expensive bar wings. That's true. That's true. Yeah, bar wings are expensive and bad. I hate getting food at bars because it's almost always pretty shit. Base, same, agree with all the choices. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good taste. One, probably Italian. Italian. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I see it. You like pasta? Are you into pasta? I know Italian food is more than just pasta, but like, I feel like that's their big thing. Pizza, pasta, seafood, tomatoes. Italian or Japanese? Yeah. Yep. Fair enough. As much as I love a ton of East Asian food, I could eat Italian food forever. Whoa. So many Italian food lovers. Okay, let's go. Italian 100%. You don't like you don't like rice? What the fuck do you mean you don't like rice? What do you mean you don't like rice? Never mind, Carl. I'm sorry. We can't be friends. That's wild. That's wild. Okay, I will eat it. I will eat your rice. Yeah. We'll trade. Which one focuses on meats like steak and lobster? Well, I mean, like, many cultures do. Steak I mostly consider, like, I don't know, just like a Western food thing. I don't know where specifically they have really good steak. Told the Asian streamer you don't like rice. No, but the thing is, Carl's also freaking Asian. So I started appreciating it more in the last few years. Give bread Christ, you get rice. Okay. Fair trade. Well, yeah, I'm Hispanic and I love rice. Yeah, Hispanic people eat rice a lot too. It's like a different kind of rice, but still. They like rice. Like Hispanic people, and like Indian people, and like a lot of East Asian and Southeast Asian people eat a lot of rice as their like grain. If you had it the majority of your life, you kind of get sick of it. No, but I have had it the majority of my life. I still like it. I feel like it's weird to eat a meal without it, but I guess I do that a lot. But I almost always have rice cooking. I do eat brown rice nowadays, though. I don't eat white rice because it's like marginally healthier. You're more Filipino than I am. What the heck? Well, no, that's maybe the only thing that's Filipino about me. everything else, I would say is not really Filipino. Blue, hi Blue. It's been a bit. It's been a bit. I was gonna say happy birthday to you, but technically it's not your birthday for me until tomorrow, so I will wait. But it's almost your birthday, so happy almost birthday. How are you doing today? I'm good. I was eepy, but now I'm yappy. So maybe that's the secret, is to just yap away the tiredness. Yeah. No, because like I panicked because I was on Twitter and I saw Cal posted that it was her birthday today. Like she had the balloons on her profile picture, and I was like, oh fuck. And then I was like, oh wait, they're like a day ahead of us. I'm not too late. I'm not too late. Not that I would be late for anything in particular, or like that I was getting you guys something or making you something or something. Just kidding. What? Yeah, tomorrow. Okay, I still have a day. Whew. Damn, I gotta do that. Wood tappies, sure. Oh wait, I didn't do any of the other triggers yet. Okay, let me do those first. We have keyboard. Honestly, I almost didn't make it. I shouldn't say myself just in case. You didn't make it to stream? Well, I don't normally stream at this time, to be honest. I'm streaming a little bit longer than usual because I started later than usual. And I was also supposed to play a game today. But I don't know if I have enough brain cell. Yes, but with a Valley Girl accent too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Yes, girl. Nya nya. Nya. Oh man, I need to take that regime away. It's too powerful. Valley Nickel. Valley Nickel. Valley Nickel-chan. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm done. Head pats. This is done. This is done. Head pats. Okay, ready. I make it 6969 to do the Nya voice for like a minute. Oh no. A minute of Nya voice. I think I purposefully didn't make it a long period of time because I think I would have died. I think I would combust if I had to Nya for a minute. Valley Girl voice, I can do for a whole stream. Nya voice? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think I might jump off a building. I have to do a Nya voice for an entire stream. It would just like fry my brain because I would have to like convert all of the stuff that I'm saying into a Nya, into Nya-fied. Gothmoni? Yeah. Wait, what? What about Gothmoni? Do you miss Gothmoni? I need to make a goth version of this design. Okay, oh. Era. There you go. I don't know why, but I like goth. Wait, you don't know why? Cause they're cool, duh. Cause we're cool. What do you mean? There's a Gothmoni model. There was. I can show you. I can show you. Just because it's blue. I will do this for free. No need to know why. Just know it's okay. It's also, yes, it's okay. So these are spicier models. They're not like, they're still allowed on Twitch technically, I think, but they're certainly a very different vibe than my current one. All right, so just keep that in mind. Where is she? Over here. So this one is the one that I used previously. The tracking is maybe a little bit off. Hi. Yeah, so like dark hair, and then like it's just like a reskin of my other model. So that's why everything is like skin tight, because I didn't want to have to like rig anything. But yeah, this is Gothmoni. Hello. Looks respectfully. Yeah, I have twin tails. I have two tails. I forgot about Gothmoni. Yeah, you're around for Gothmoni. You may have forgotten about her, but she has not forgotten about you. Menacing aura. It's honestly really cute. Oh, thanks. I feel like, yeah, I do like this design. Sometimes, I mentioned a couple days ago on Twitter, but sometimes I do miss my previous designs. I'm not gonna go back to using them, but I do like them, and I would never sell them because I feel like they're a part of me still. The gem, yeah, the gem, it shines. There's some shinies to it. Please step on me and spit on my face. That's wild. Sorry, a reflex. And that's why I don't use this model anymore, you silly goose. Why wouldn't you go back? Why? Yeah, because
because okay, a real talk. Like I used to make content that was perhaps a little bit on the spicy side. Let's just say a little bit spicy. Dare I say not safe for work. And it was fine for a while. And I thought it was fine for a while. But then I got some really interesting characters and some wild attention and some very inappropriate DMs. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do this. And so I stopped. That's mostly it. I would say like originally I oh hey reading, hi, welcome, it's nice to see you. Let me give you a name, Chase. Ready? ENJOYEDING. Oh, hi. Welcome. How's it going? We're just talking about why I don't use this model anymore. Well, anyways, where was I? Yeah, I used to do not safe for work content, and then I realized that's not really what I wanted to do. I think when I was just starting out in VTubing, I felt like I had to. You know what I mean? Kai, stop spreading misinformation on the internet. Before, when I first started VTubing, I was very small. And I only had like 0 to 1 to 2 viewers. And at the time, the meta was like, the thing that was popular at that time was like pool stuff. pool stuff. Things in pools. Hot tub things. Hot tub meta. And the hot tub meta and like the VTuber uprising were kind of happening at the same time. And so I thought like maybe the way that I can get attention and grow as a creator is to combine those two things. And so I did. And it worked a little bit for a while. And I would still stream art, but I would stream like spicier art. And then it was fine for a bit, but then I realized like my chat was just full of gooners. Not to say that you guys are not gooners right now. I don't know if you are, but if just saying, like it was like full of vocal gooners, and like it got to a point where I was just like annoyed. I was annoyed. Like people would be like, "Oh, mommy," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm just like trying to draw." Yeah. Oh, you're Uma Musumeing. How is your horse girls? How are your horse girl? Yeah, curating my community. Yeah, at first I was just like, I just want a community. And then once I had one, I was like, oh, maybe I don't want this community. Yeah, it wasn't the crowd that I wanted. It's like no one would really talk about anything interesting. I would kind of just get bored. You guys, I like talking to you guys. But like, back in the day, it would just be like, booba. Great. Thank you for your contribution. You know what I mean? Like, oh wow, that was really riveting stuff. Or I'd get a lot of like, what am I thinking of? Role players. I would get tons of role players, like edgy edgelord role players that are like, oh, I'm like the super strong, super emo sword blade runner vampire man 66 or whatever, and he'd be like, hey mommy, like, can I suck your blood or whatever? I'm like, bro, what the no. Absolutely not. I've seen your art of me, Gooner. Okay, well, I have drawn spicy art for you, but you asked for it, so who's the real Gooner in this situation? I think it's clear. Sounds funny. I actually did not even know this. Yeah, this was before your time too, Kai. This was before your time. But yeah, I used to do like I had this model and I had my other model that's also just a fox in green, and then I had a no clothes toggle also. Because I was like, you know what if I just made bank and I just like went full not safe for work train. And then at that point was a time where I got like a lot of just like um nether regions in my messages in my inbox. And then I was like, you know what, I actually don't want to see this anymore, never mind. And then I just stopped making like not safe for work content, like cold turkey. And then I rebranded. I switched to my other model. And then I think that made a big difference, actually. Like, the model makes a big difference. So, like, this model, right? Gooner bait model. And then I have, like, my frickin' gremlin ass. The one that I use now. And it just produced a very different vibe. Produced a very different vibe. But, you know, I like it now. I like you guys now. Yeah, I'm just a little gremlin. The rejection of Gooners, like, we might be offended that you said we weren't Gooners A+. I don't know, some people are very proud to goon, and that's fine. I'm happy for you. Just don't goon in front of me. Oh, neither confirm nor deny my connection to the dark side. There are vocal gooners and are goon ninjas. Yeah, be a goon ninja. Winning right now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Horsey. Ganbate. I'm not a spicier VTuber reviewer, but the short I've seen that's like hell on earth. What the fuck? They're ultra gooners. They don't respect boundaries. Yeah. Yeah. There's been some times where it's just like, bro. Crazy. Very cringe. Oh boy, why am I with the cringe gender? I'm sorry. It comes with a lot of upsides, but there are also some downsides. I don't want my super strong, super emo sword blade runner vampire man 66 be my new Twitter handle. Feel free, I think, if that fits the character limit. Current model too strong. Okay, Mini Moni is really cute and super chill. Repels the gooners. Yes, I am now gooner repellent. Just kidding. Actually, well, mostly. I think I'm mostly gooner repellent, but sometimes people will just simply goon for the fact that you are femme, and that's unavoidable. It's okay. If you want to goon, you can goon. Just don't tell me about it. If number go up, that's fine. Gooning for sport. Yeah, competitive gooning. In front of my salad. The thing is, the upsides are also cringe. Yeah, that's also true. So was the goth motif the first idea? No. Okay, wait. Okay, we need to go back in time. Tamaki, thank you so much for the subby. Let me know if you want any deluxe triggers. Wait, I can do exclamation mark deluxe. And then those are any of the triggers you like as a reward. For being a sub. Name one of the powerful men that are not cringe. No, you're right. Knowing how the world is, it probably exists. Probably exists. Taro? Yeah, I can do a Taro for you. Wait, let me just explain my models so that I don't have to keep opening this window. So, My first ever model, I drew it myself and I rigged it myself, and you can tell. Hi. So I've always liked green. I've always liked green. And I had like kind of a fox thing going on, and I still have like certain elements that I think I've kept, that I've maintained, that I like the design of. But yeah, this is Onee 1.0. I do think the hair is pretty cute, and I think the outfit is pretty cute. I think the rigging is terrible. I look like crazy ex-girlfriend eyes. Like I'm staring into your soul and I'm about to murder you in your sleep. But I do still think that generally the design is cute. It just doesn't feel like me anymore. And then maybe I felt like I wasn't appealing enough to the goons, so I redesigned myself another time, and that model is, yeah. Don't stare into my eyes for too long or else I will steal your soul. Yeah. Listen, that was my first time rigging a model, alright? So this is my 2.0. So it's the same shape as the goth model, but I got different colors. This is true hot tub meta. Exactly. So like fox mommy-esque. Fox mommy-esque. And then I had like the swimsuit, like literally a swimsuit. Yep. And my grippers are even out in this one. Crazy. So this was like the main one that I used, and then the goth one that I used earlier was just like a recolor of this one. And then after changing my design and wanting to be less of a gooner, I changed it a little bit. Oh, I also had this one that I made for like Halloween. Very modest made vampire succubus bat thing. I don't even know. I have this one. And then I recolored this model to look more like my newer design. So there's this one. Oh, I have boba. Put that away. So I added a hat, which is really freaking hard because I'm bad at rigging. So this one you guys might have seen, probably, unless you're very new. So it still is hot tub meta, but like maybe I distract you with my big hat and then you won't even notice. And then yeah, and then I got actually I think I got the slime model first. Slime. This model was gifted to me by Kits. It's so jiggly. Slime. Yeah, sure. Did you take the picture yet? Can I move now? And then, yeah, and then my current model. Ta-da! Anyway, that was a Onee history lesson for you. Queen Onee, Your Highness, what's rocking and rolling? Epic hair design, the slime. Thank you. I'm glad you like the slime. The slime is so cute, makes me want to eat you. Okay, well, I don't want. I don't know if I want to be yeeted. I don't know if I want to be yeeted. Maybe we'll not use that one anymore. Else I risk getting yeeted into space. Just punt me. Puntable size. Okay. Anyways, oh, finger flutters. I got a little bit distracted. I feel like there's something I need to do. Oh, I need to do a tarot, didn't I? Yeah, I can do a reading for you. Do you want anything in particular? Like, do you have a area of your life you're wondering about, or do you have a like question you want to ask, or is it just like just vibes, general vibes? I don't like the feeling of slime, but I do want to have a plushie of the slime. Maybe one day, plushie merch. That would be so cute. I would love to make like a frog plushie. Little frog. I love frogs. So yeah, I don't know. If I made a plushie, I would probably make a frog plushie sooner than I would make a slime plushie. I feel like slimes aren't really part of my branding as much as frogs are. Hello. Hello. Bonjour. How are you? Love, life, fortune? Okay. We'll see. I'm gonna put this character in my pocket and have her Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel with a spider. What? Don't make me touch a spider. What the hell? You're chilling. Nice. Welcome. Glad you can chill here. Just gonna do a tarot reading. Fantamaki. I'm gonna be shuffling my deck of cards, and then in a bit I'm gonna ask you to just think about what you want to know. Think about your love life. Think about your past history of love. Think about your present state right now. And think about what you would want your future to look like. And then I'm going to shuffle these cards. If I don't mess up shuffling these cards. Okay. And now I'm gonna keep cutting the deck. And when you say stop in chat, that's where I'm going to pick from. And I'm going to pick the top 3 cards from the deck and do a reading for you. So anytime you like, anytime that feels right, just say stop and I will stop there. Only guess what? My plans were supposed to arrive today and they're lost in the freaking mail. You were right. The tar reading. I was right. That's crazy. No way. I've never been more right. Damn. Maybe I am psychic. Okay, I've stopped. And I'm gonna pull 3 cards for you. Ready? Your first card is represented by the sun. Your second card is the Ten of Wands reversed. And your third card is the Ace of Cups. I don't know if I've gotten the Ace of Cups on the stream yet either. So a lot of new cards popping out today. So I'm going to read you the descriptions of each of the cards and then do an interpretation of what I think it means. Let me just look for them in my reference book. So there's the sun, there's 10 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Okay.
Ready? So your first card is the sun. This card is represented by the sun god Ra, who is an Egyptian deity. The sun is success, birth, confidence after passing through difficult times. Egyptian sun god Ra proves everything is illuminated with optimism and enthusiasm for the path ahead. Upright, this card represents satisfaction, accomplishment, joy, luck, and vitality. Your second card is the Ten of Wands reversed. The Timbo tree is a Guarani legend from Paraguay. Ten of Wands represents taking on too much and refusing to accept help. When Sagua's daughter went missing, he searched alone in vain. A timbo tree grew from his ear when he died, bearing the fruits he labored for but was unable to enjoy. Reversed, this card represents avoidance, burnout, overcommitting, stretched thin, and giving up. And your final card is the Ace of Cups, represented by Matsuo Sake, which is a Japanese myth. The Ace of Cups marks a new beginning, a reason to drink and be merry, and to open up subconscious feelings. Sake is the drink of the gods, bringing people closer to the spirit world. Upright, this card represents happiness, love, intimacy, new emotions, and compassion. Oh, that's so cute. Wait, what? Okay, so for my interpretation, it seems like maybe you're a little bit of a hopeless romantic sometimes. In the past, you've fallen deeply and you've fallen very hard for people when it comes to love, and you've yearned for relationships and affection for most of your life. But there was also a lot of kind of hope and happiness, perhaps, in that feeling, in that pursuit, maybe. But in your present, it's not looking great. In your present, you're a little bit down. In your present, there's maybe this sense of burnout, this idea that you feel like you've tried so hard, you've committed so much time and energy into showing affection or caring for people, and they seem to not reciprocate your feelings, or perhaps they do, but not in a way that you'd like. Maybe there's just an imbalance in terms of the relationships that you are having with people. Or maybe you're I don't know, you're just tired of looking. Perhaps there's a little bit of fatigue happening, or there could also be avoidance. This idea that you've worked so hard and built up this image of what you want for yourself in love and relationships, but maybe that idealized image is also a sense of avoidance, avoiding the things within yourself that you dislike or wish were different, and hoping that being with another person could change you or make up for those perceived flaws that you see within yourself. And so in your future, there is happiness, there is love and intimacy. There's going to be someone in your life that will come and provide the love and care that you deserve. And it's going to feel new and exciting and different. And that one's why I'm mostly happy. It was just like, oh, you're asking about love, and then you get this card as your future card. That's pretty awesome. But in order to get to that beautiful, exciting future, there's a lot of things that you need to overcome within yourself, and grow within yourself. Instead of giving too much to other people that don't deserve it, maybe give some of that energy to yourself. Care for your inner child, care for the parts of you that are hurting and calling out for help, instead of ignoring them and trying to fill that void with another person. And once you manage to do that, you will find happiness and you will find love in a partner, or maybe more, I don't know, but depending on what you're into. But yeah, that's the future that I see for you based on these cards. As always, I'm not actually psychic. Probably. I don't know, maybe. But I don't think I am. So that's just my interpretation of what the cards have said for you. And if you don't agree or you don't like it, then feel free to ignore me. It's mostly just for fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped my deck. Oops. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Some pretty accurate parts in there. Okay, nice. Nice. I'm glad some of it was accurate. Some of it was relevant. Cool. Yes. Yes, yes. Flyers. That's done. That's done. Drink water. Opal Mizu, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? I got tappies. Okay, have a good shower. Oh no, I also hope that your plant is okay. I really hope that your plant is okay. Yeah, plants are so expensive nowadays. Speaking from experience, plants are super expensive. Sorry, just responding to messages. I was like, I opened something and then I got distracted. What was I doing again? Oh right, that's what I was doing. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I have to record after this. I'm doing like a cover with Jemmy, but I don't remember. I need to practice because I don't remember this part. It's from Wicked, if you've seen it. We're doing What Is This Feeling, but I
also had to sing the crowd part, and I always forget how it goes.
Let's just say hello little, every little trait, every smile.
Okay, where is it part?
Dear God, I tell you, I just do good. I don't think I could. She's a terror, she's a tartar. We don't need to show our bodies. We go into you're a martyr.
Yeah, I need to practice because I always forget how the bridge goes. And I need to sing in funny voices, so it sounds like a whole group of students singing, even though it's just me. If only I could do a super low voice. If I could do a dude singing voice, that would be sick. But I do not think I can do that. What's up? Hello, hello. How are you doing? Every time I see your username, I'm like, I'm gonna call you senpai. That's fine. Senpai is less less questionable. Oops. But welcome, welcome.
So pure and so strong. Cybernetic. Hello, welcome, 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 welcome. Let me get your name choice. Ready? SCYBERNETIC. Hi, Yuri. How are you doing? How's it going? How's it going?
You guys ever just like scroll the browse page on Twitch? You ever just scroll the browse page on Twitch? Sometimes I just see the wildest stuff on here. It's crazy.
Not really? Wait, really? You don't? How do you find people to watch? How do you find people to watch on Twitch when they stream? Or do you find them elsewhere and then you look them up later? I follow far too many people to have time to scroll the browse, but maybe I should do it more often. I don't know. Yeah. So when you discover new streamers, is it usually because of raids? Or like outside content? Sidebar and front page recommendations mainly. I see. Hector, cool. Hector, very cool. Welcome to the onsen. Let me give you a name choice. Ready? H3CTO or 0 RC00L. Typically it's through raids, but not always. Okay. I'll dig through categories I like, or sometimes I'll end up seeing clips from people on YouTube and then follow on Twitch. Yeah, almost exclusively raids or viewers of the channel also watch. Yeah, I do check that out a lot, that's true. Can you call me a good boy? No. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're good or not. Quite frankly. You could be terrible. You could be evil. I'm not gonna give you misinformation. If you want to be called good, you have to earn it. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if I can. I think it's a little sus. I try not to get too into Twitch unless artist friends like Gem, oh yeah, Gem. I see. That's true, that is how we met. I feel like, do they go by Gem now? Because I still call them Jerry in my head. But I guess Jerry is like one of their sonas. I am on Santa's nice list. I don't know. Me and Santa have to have a meeting about that. I'm gonna loop him into a conference call, and then we can circle back. Can you call me a good person? Actually, I do think you're a good person. I think you're a good person. I call him Jerry too. Yeah, I still call him Jerry. But just Batman FYI, I typically don't like people. A good male is crazier. I mean, okay, I typically don't. Mostly just because I know that a lot of the time, it doesn't have to be this way. And I acknowledge that there's probably some people that like the sound without it being interpreted in this fashion. However, on Twitch specifically, I have found that largely, most of the time, like 99.99% of the time, when someone is like, call me a good boy, call me a good girl, it's a little bit spicy. It's a little bit spicy. And I don't do spicy. I don't want to give you the impression that I do that. Therefore, I will not. For the same reason, I don't do lotion or like ear lickies or like heavy breathing. Well, if I do heavy breathing, that's totally not on purpose. Yeah, Santa's fiscal year wrap-up Zoom call. Yeah, exactly. I have a Zoom call with Santa annually to kind of discuss our roadmap for the next year and to determine who is good and who's not, you know. Our projected numbers are not looking great so far. I just like adapting in my own way using Gemstone as her nickname. Gemstone is cute.
People that are on Santa's good list do not need to mention facts. That's also what I was thinking. I was like, if you are truly a good boy, as you say, would you have to tell people that you're a good boy, or would it just come across as true from your actions and your words? You know? Gunnar being abolished. I'm just a silly little guy with asthma. Hey, I did have asthma as a kid, okay? I had childhood asthma, and I had the, like, really big inhaler. Honking huge inhaler. And then I also had an inhaler that I would bring to school sometimes, but, like, I never used it. And then I would just have no air. Not breathing heavily on purpose. Yeah, if I breathe heavily, it's totally by accident. I just winded myself for whatever reason from yapping too much. Oh, thanks, guy. The army gave me asthma. Wait, actually? That's crazy. I thought they were supposed to train you to be better, not worse. Damn. Anyway. And the military trains you to be good enough to survive in places that will make you worse. That's true. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. How can I say I'm a bad boy because I'm bad at everything? No, you're good at things. Everyone has things that they are good at, and everyone has things that they're bad at, you know? We're all balanced. We have many facets to us. We're all so multifaceted. I do bad at everything. But maybe you're good at being bad. I don't know. That's a skill, in a way. Like, even though you're bad at stuff, you still continue to try, and you can still continue to do things. You're not afraid of failing. Maybe. And I think that would be an admirable quality. It's better to try and learn that you're bad at stuff than to never try at all, you know? You know? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, it is about that time. I need to start getting ready and cooking dinner. So we're gonna go bother. I found an interesting Ageism artist, which is why I was scrolling the browse page earlier. This person is a head of cabbage. They're a cabbage VTuber, and I think their model is really cute. And then I go into their stream just to listen to what they're talking about, and he was like, he was talking about gooning and how it's bad, and I was like, oh, this is perfect for my chat. So We're gonna be raiding Chinese cabbage farmer.
Here, let me start the raid. This is the raid message. Copy the top one if you're a subby, and the bottom one if you're not yet a subby. I would appreciate if you stuck around for the raid because you also get more channel points that you can use for redeems. So if you want me to rap, this is one way to get more points than usual. And I will see you all very soon, next time. Maybe I'll do a super secret special stream like last week, or probably not. I'll see you on Monday. Okay. Bye bye. The plastic on top. Yeah, go for it. Here, try again. Try again. Okay, that's okay. We'll do it. Ready?